I didn't want to make this video. First of all, I don't want to be known as the degenerate theory guy. And secondly, by doing this video, I'm not only admitting to have watched, but that I'm actively watching my life as Inukai-san's dog. And let me remind you, my parents follow me on this channel. But goddammit, I'm losing sleep because of this, and the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. So for those who haven't watched my life as Inukai-san's dog, let me quickly do the synopsis. Dude wakes up as a dog in the middle of the road, his crush comes to pick him up and decides to adopt him. The plot is that he is trying to figure out what happened and how to get back to normal. But that's not the plot you watch this show for. And I'm gonna be real, the reason I stayed with the show is because I've started to enjoy how crazy the ecchi is. The length it will go makes you wonder how they're gonna top it in the next episode. It actually makes the fan service quite funny and entertaining, if you can even call it fan service. Some of these scenes are straight up hentai, and it does have an uncensored version after all. And as I was watching, for some reason, my theory brain kicked in, and I made a pretty funny theory that she turned him into a dog. I laughed it off at first, but the more I thought about it, the more it makes sense. Now stay with me here. First of all, let's say you do get turned into a dog. Something must have caused it, and let's face it, it's much more likely you get turned by someone than that you just randomly woke up as a dog. This can also be confirmed in episode 7 by the way, but I wrote this script before that and I'm not changing it. Don't worry though, the theory still holds up as you're about to see. Unless this dude is pulling some L shit, and to be honest, he does not seem that smart. So who is it then? Well, how likely is it that you get turned into a dog, wake up, and literally the first person you see within a matter of seconds is your crush? And even more unlikely that she would decide to pick you up and adopt you. With that said, until this point I was pretty convinced that it was just a silly theory, and I was even tempted to make a short on it for fun. Then something hit me and everything made sense. Because if we keep this theory in mind and add a motivation, which our MC himself confirms, that he was far too shy to ever approach her, and then add the fact that she actually approached him and talked with him on occasions, the idea that she liked him and wanted affection becomes quite possible. She also seems a bit wicked, so it's very likely if she had the chance to turn him into something more approachable, she would. Kinda how a tsundere would lock up the person she loves. And if you love this channel, why not support it by using the affiliate link down below for NordVpn. Now I'm gonna be real, this video is too short for a full ad and there is great info on their website. So all I will say is please do consider supporting me as it helps me make more content. With that said, back to the video. Now if she likes him, every ecchi scene makes sense. Well, not every scene, but she would make sense. It would explain why she reacts in certain ways when they're bathing together and his tail goes over her lady parts. It would also explain why she behaves the way she does towards him. And it would even explain why she gets so mad when her time with him is being interrupted. But above all else, it would explain why she gets so extremely jealous when someone else is interacting with him. Hell, to make it more obvious, she even uses the words flirting to describe what they're doing. And I don't know about you, but I've never heard anyone here in Sweden talk about a dog and a human interacting as flirting. And in the latest episode, we get a final nail to seal the coffin. After he's managed to get to his own home, he finds his old classmate there. And she seems to have a crush on him, and in that she decides to look under his bed for secrets, as one does, and finds a heart-shaped chocolate box. Upon seeing this chocolate box, he gets a flashback of receiving it with the message that they're from Inukai-san. Now let's go over this one more time. We have already talked about how it's much more likely he was turned by someone than randomly by something. We have pointed out that it's incredibly unlikely that she would just happen to walk past him at that time. We also mentioned how strangely she both reacts, interacts, and views her dog, including the dog's relationship with other people. Then we add the final nail, the fact that one of his last, or at least as far as we know last memories, is receiving a box of chocolate from Inukai-san. And if we add all of this up, I honestly don't see any other possibility than she being the culprit. Now I haven't done a lot of long theories, but if you like this video, I still think you might like this one, and comment below what you think. Did she turn him into a dog, or do you have some other theory? With that said, bye!